Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Pretty good, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Elton.
Elsa. Nice to meet you. My name's Christiana. And where are you
Christ-
from?
I'm from Brazil, and in
Brazil.
Brazil, your name is very common, but
Ah,
we need to write in another way,
yeah.
like this, Christiana.
Okay. Yeah.
But the
I
pronunciation is the same,
okay.
Christiana.
Yeah, I live in Italy and they also spell it like that, but it's pretty common here too. Um, but the K, no.
Yes, not gay.
Yeah. Which unfortunately, I wish I spelled it differently because then no one would know. You
Well,
said you had some questions about common phrases, right?
English expressions. I wrote in my book some English expressions that because I have a dictionary about it, and it's fun to comment about the expressions. And
Yeah.
I don't know if these expressions are common or unusual
Okay.
expressions, and if your expressions bridge expressions or American expressions. So
Okay.
help me to understand.
Okay, perfect. I'll let you know if
Okay.
I know them.
All right. I'm shy.
No worries.
Uh, I signed playing on Cambly last week,
Okay.
and I think I have just 5 class until now. Well, the first expression I wrote for you is "be on the tip of one's tongue." For
Yeah.
example, her name is oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, that was great. So that is a common expression in the US. I'm not sure if it is in the UK or not, but we do say it a lot, especially in that situation. Or when you're talking about something, like if you're talking about a movie, for example, and you can't quite remember something, you're like, like I know it, but it's not, I can't think enough of it, if that makes sense. Um,
Yeah,
Good.
here's the is the perfect situation for
Yeah.
talk it because uh always talk the words fly away, but I have another app.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, my pronunciation is correct. It's
yeah,
on the tip of my tongue. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Very good.
wow, good. So it's usual, right?
Yes. I use it a lot. Um, Especially since I live in Italy. My English for a while got kind of bad. Not bad, but I would forget words. And so I often found myself being like,
Oh my God.
ah, what's the word? So yeah, it's very
Good.
common.
We have the same expression in Portuguese, and it's not. It's very common too. Well, the second expression I wrote to you is talk up a storm.
Yeah,
For
okay.
example, she talk up a storm during the dinner.
Yeah. So that's also pretty common. Um, I am a good example of someone who talks up a storm. My friends give me a lot, they tease me a lot because if you ask me one thing, as you see, I tend to give you a long answer and I will just be like, and so
Yeah.
people would say, like, she's talking up a storm. Uh, yeah. So, but it is very
Yeah.
common, especially with me.
Okay.
I hear it a lot.
This expression as well, we have it in Portuguese, and it's the same means, right?
Okay.
So, uh, uh, as this expression are similar, and if easier, it's easier to to speak in English. Well,
That's
sorry.
awesome. No, you're
Well,
fine. Don't worry.
the next expression is now you are talking. For example, let's order pizza. Now you are talking. I'm starving.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty common too.
Is it
Um,
pretty cool?
yeah.
So this this expression is more common for teenagers, or everyone says it?
I think more about young people. I mean, I use it not too often here because people don't always understand. But in the US, like a lot of people, but mostly young. I don't hear a lot of older people. I don't know, because it's very much like, now you're talking.
Yeah.
So it's kind of more like a cool way to talk, I guess, like kind of slang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm 22, and it's common amongst my age group, but I don't know how old it goes that it's common.
All right. Slang is this word, right?
Let me. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, great. And another expression, take it from me. For example, take it from me, Peter. This is not the girl for you.
Yeah. It's also very, very common
Yeah.
in exactly that context.
But I can use this expression when I have in a meeting presenting some numbers in a graph. Yeah, take it from me. This is the good option for us.
Yeah,
Normal.
that works.
Yeah.
I would only use it though if you're very, very confident in what you're suggesting.
All right.
Because it's kind of putting yourself, like, I don't know, for example, you're making yourself responsible if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, take it from me. I am like 100% sure this is, like, you don't have to say it like that, but when you're like, I definitely believe this.
You talk about 100%. A percent is this correct pronunciation? Percent or
percent?
Yeah. Percent.
Yeah.
Percent. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Sweep someone off their feet. For example, Elton swept her off her feet and married her within a month.
Yeah. That's also pretty common. Usually it's only in romantic senses. So if you really quickly fall in love with someone, that person swept you off your feet.
All right.
And it's as common as it is that people fall in love quickly. So when people do, we say that very often.
Great. Well, be out of step. Be out of step. Yes. For example, the ministers. I don't know if my this is correct pronunciation. Ministers. The ministers commenting were out of step with the official police of the government.
I understand. Yeah. So that one, it's not very common amongst my age group. I do hear it a lot, but I don't ever use it. But it is common, like older people do use it. It's just hit or miss. Like if you said it, everyone will understand. Like I understand it. Everyone will know what you're saying. But it's not as commonly used.
All right. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 5 is usual. Yeah. 1 is usual, more hardly. Well, I would like to know as well if the word bag is very common to say about something that I enjoy. For example, play soccer is my bag.
Is your what?
Is my bag. A bag. For example, playing soccer is my bag.
Okay,
sorry. Playing is
no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. I'm from Texas, and we always drop the G, so it didn't even cross that. We'd say like working, chilling, hanging. We never say the G. Right. So I got it. I've never heard that before. So I don't know. It may be British. Also, I mean, I haven't lived in the US for 4 years. So if it's something new, maybe, but I have never heard it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and what word in the United States is used to, like a slang, to represent something that I love to do?
Oh, that's slang.
Or, yeah. And what word is used to represent something that I love to do, but informal?
Yeah. Um, I don't
You
know.
understand?
Yeah, no, I understand the question. I'm trying to think of a good answer. I may be a bit outdated here, but actually, never mind. That doesn't really work. Honestly, I'm not really sure.
Oh, all right. No
I'm
problem.
so sorry.
If you have another expressions, common expression in your daily routine, please show me and write for me.
Yeah. I commonly say beats me. Let me type it. Yeah. And it basically means like, I have no idea.
All right.
So if someone's like, do you know how to get to the grocery store from here? I'd be like, beats me. Like, I have no idea.
Okay.
So I say that a lot because I don't know a lot of things. What else? This isn't really something that people, it's not like you use it in your daily life, but it is a very common phrase, is devil's advocate.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah. Which basically means like I play the devil's advocate a lot. It's when if we were talking about politics, for example, and we agreed, but I decided to play the devil's advocate, it means even though we agree, I'm going to argue for the other side, just so you know what the other side is, even though I completely agree with you.
All right.
Yeah. And so
I think there is an expression in Portuguese too.
Yeah. Is
It's
it similar?
Same means. Yes, it's similar.
Interesting.
Great. What else? Thinking, please.
Yeah, no worries. Let's see. Actually, sometimes at the end of these, they have no, this one doesn't have it. There's a lot, and they're kind of hard to think. They're not coming to me. Let's see. Hanging in there.
Oh.
Have you heard that one?
How do I pronounce?
Hanging in there. Except for we actually usually
hang in there.
Yeah, but pronunciation wise, we actually don't usually say the G, or maybe just where I'm from, so it's just hanging in there. But it just means like even though it's a hard time, you're pushing through, you're continuing.
All right.
Yeah. So for example, things are really hard right now because of coronavirus, but I'm hanging in there. I'm doing okay.
Okay. Well, there's a word. I think is stalk. What when I have to do something, I have a lot to do something. I'm very excited. I can use a word. I think is stalk. I'm stalked. Stalked. Yeah. It's common.
Yeah.
In the United States. Yeah.
Yes. Very much so. Like you said, when you're just really, really excited, you're like, I can't contain it. I'm so excited. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More. Well, my time is over. I have just 15 minutes.
No worries. I hope this was very helpful.
Yeah, and it's nice to meet you. I don't have English good English to say everything that I want, but
no worries.
It's great.
It's so good. Don't worry. Your English is amazing. Don't worry.
Thank you very much.
Again soon.
Yeah.
If you want, you can
talk again.
Another appointment with me.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Day, night.
Good day.
Have a good day. Bye.